Welcome to Shadowlands Ghosts, a place where the boundaries between reality and the unknown are blurred, and the darkness that lies within is revealed. I'm your host, Raven Blackwood, and I'm thrilled to have you join me on this journey into the heart of terror. As I sit here, surrounded by the familiar comforts of my study, the fire crackling in the hearth, and the shadows dancing upon the walls, I am reminded that even in the most ordinary of settings, the seeds of horror can be sown. It's in these quiet moments, when the world outside seems at peace, that the whispers of the unknown begin to seep in, like a chill on a winter's night. It's in this atmosphere of unsettling normalcy that I invite you to join me on a journey to a place where the very fabric of reality appears to be unraveling. A place where the mist-shrouded streets whisper secrets to those who dare to listen, and the residents seem to be hiding secrets behind their closed doors. Welcome to Ravenswood, a town shrouded in an eternal crimson fog. Tonight, we'll be diving into a tale that will take you on a journey into the heart of madness and terror. The story is called The Crimson Fog, a town's dark secret, and it's a tale that will be told to you through the eyes of the protagonist, Amelia Gray. As you listen to her words, you'll be drawn into a world of unspeakable horrors, where the lines between reality and nightmare are blurred. To be a part of this journey, I invite you to subscribe to our channel, Shadowlands Ghosts, and join our family of fellow travelers into the unknown. By subscribing, you'll be the first to hear our latest tales of terror, and you'll be joining a community of like-minded individuals who are not afraid to confront the darkness that lies within. So, sit back, dim the lights, and get ready to immerse yourself in a world of horrors. The story of the Crimson Fog, a town's dark secret, is about to begin, and I promise you, it's a journey you'll never forget. As I stepped off the train and onto the worn platform, the eerie silence of Ravenswood enveloped me like a damp shroud. The misty veil of the crimson fog swirled around me, obscuring the faces of the few people who had gathered to greet the evening's arrivals. It was as if the town itself was hesitant to reveal its secrets, shrouding everything in an impenetrable haze. I had always been drawn to this place, with its whispered rumors of unspeakable horrors and unexplained occurrences. The townspeople, with their tight-lipped smiles and furtive glances, seemed to be hiding something, and I was determined to uncover the truth. My name is Amelia Gray, and I had returned to Ravenswood after a decade away, seeking answers to the questions that had haunted me since childhood. As I made my way through the deserted streets, the fog swirled around me, casting long, ominous shadows on the pavement. The houses loomed above me, their windows like empty eyes staring back. The only sound was the soft crunch of gravel beneath my feet and the distant hum of the town's old clock tower, its rhythmic pulse beating like a heart in the darkness. I had grown up in Ravenswood, but the memories of my childhood were fragmented and unclear. My parents had moved away when I was just a teenager, seeking to escape the strange occurrences that had plagued our family for generations. But I had always felt a deep connection to this place, a sense that there was something here that I needed to confront. As I walked, the fog began to clear, revealing glimpses of the town's quaint, old-world charm. The streets were lined with antique shops and tea rooms, their brightly colored signs and cheerful facades a stark contrast to the ominous atmosphere that pervaded the town. But even in the midst of this normalcy, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off, that the town was holding its breath in anticipation of something terrible. I quickened my pace, my heart pounding in my chest. I had a feeling that I was being watched, that unblinking eyes were trained on me from the shadows. The clock tower loomed above me, its face glowing like a malevolent moon in the darkness. I knew that I had to find out what was happening in Ravenswood to uncover the secrets that the town had kept hidden for so long. And I was willing to risk everything to do it. As I walked, the fog swirled back in, casting an impenetrable veil over the town. I stumbled upon a small, quaint shop, its sign creaking in the gentle breeze. The words Madame Alera's Curios and Antiques were etched in elegant letters, and the window display was a jumble of strange and exotic trinkets. I felt an inexplicable pull towards the shop, as if something inside was calling to me. I pushed open the door, and a bell above it let out a soft tinkle. The interior of the shop was dimly lit, the air thick with the scent of old books and dust. Shelves upon shelves of strange and unusual items seemed to stretch on forever, each one more intriguing than the last. I wandered deeper into the shop, my fingers trailing over the intricate carvings on an ancient wooden box, the delicate glass of a vintage music box, and the soft, supple leather of a well-worn journal. As I delved deeper into the shop, I began to notice strange, unexplained occurrences. A book fell off a shelf, its pages fluttering open to reveal a passage highlighted in red ink. The words seemed to leap off the page, speaking directly to me. The eyes that see are not the ones that look. I felt a shiver run down my spine as I realized that the passage was from an old, leather-bound tome that I had read as a child. I turned to leave, but my gaze fell upon a small, antique music box. It was exquisitely crafted, with delicate patterns etched into the lid. As I lifted the lid, a soft, melancholy tune filled the air, and I felt a sudden pang of recognition. It was the same tune that my mother used to sing to me as a child, a tune that I had never heard anywhere else. I turned to the shopkeeper, a frail, elderly woman with piercing green eyes. "Where did you find this?" I asked, my voice barely above a whisper. She smiled, her eyes glinting with a knowing light. "Oh, my dear, that is a very special music box. It has a long and storied history, one that is deeply connected to this town." As I listened to her words, I began to feel a creeping sense of unease. The music box seemed to be exerting some kind of influence over me, drawing me deeper into the mysteries of Ravenswood. I knew that I had to be careful, that I was playing with forces that I didn't fully understand. But I couldn't help myself. I was drawn to the music box, to the secrets that it held. And as I left the shop, the music still echoing in my mind, I knew that I was one step closer to uncovering the truth about Ravenswood. As I walked back to my lodgings, the fog swirling around me, I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched. "The eyes that see are not the ones that look," I thought, the words echoing in my mind. What did it mean? And who was watching me? I quickened my pace, my heart pounding in my chest. I knew that I had to be careful, that I was playing with forces that I didn't fully understand. But I was determined to uncover the truth about Ravenswood, no matter what the cost. As I reached my lodgings, a small, unassuming house on the outskirts of town, I noticed something strange. The window was open, the curtains fluttering in the breeze. I was certain that I had closed it before I left. I felt a chill run down my spine as I realized that someone had been in my house while I was out. I pushed open the door, my heart racing with anticipation. The room was dark and silent, the only sound the creaking of the old wooden floorboards beneath my feet. I fumbled for the light switch, my fingers closing around it like a lifeline. As the lights flickered on, I saw that everything was just as I had left it. But on the table, there was a small, antique music box. It was the same one that I had seen in the shop, the same one that had seemed to exert some kind of influence over me. I felt a cold dread creeping up my spine as I realized that someone had been in my house, watching me. The eyes that see are not the ones that look, I thought, the words echoing in my mind. What did it mean? And who was watching me? I knew that I had to be careful, that I was playing with forces that I didn't fully understand. But I was determined to uncover the truth about Ravenswood, no matter what the cost. I was ready to face whatever lay ahead, to confront the secrets that the town had kept hidden for so long. But as I looked around the room, I realized that I was not alone. There was someone else there, watching me from the shadows. I could feel their eyes on me, boring into my skin. And I knew that I was in grave danger. As I stood frozen in terror, my heart pounding in my chest, I saw the figure step out of the shadows. It was the shopkeeper, Madame Alara, her piercing green eyes fixed intently on me. But it was not just her eyes that I saw. It was the eyes of the music box, the eyes that seemed to see right through me. And in that moment, I realized that the music box was not just a simple trinket, but a key to unlocking the secrets of Ravenswood. The air seemed to grow colder, the shadows deepening and twisting around me. I could feel the weight of the music box's gaze, its influence spreading through me like a dark, creeping stain. And I knew that I was in grave danger, that I had stumbled into something that I didn't fully understand. Madame Alara's eyes seemed to bore into my skin, her gaze like a cold, calculating weight. "You should not have come here," she said, her voice low and menacing. "You should not have meddled in things that you do not understand." I tried to speak, but my voice was frozen in my throat. I was paralyzed with fear, unable to move or speak. And in that moment, I realized that I was trapped, caught in a web of secrets and lies that I could not escape. The music box seemed to be exerting some kind of influence over me, drawing me deeper into the mysteries of Ravenswood. I could feel its power, its dark and malevolent energy spreading through me like a stain. And I knew that I was running out of time, that I had to escape before it was too late. But it was too late. Madame Alara's eyes seemed to flash with a malevolent light, and I felt myself being drawn towards her, towards the music box and its dark secrets. I was powerless to resist, trapped in a nightmare from which I could not awaken. And as I was drawn deeper into the heart of the horror, I realized that the eyes that see are not the ones that look. The true horror was not the music box or Madame Alara, but the darkness that lurked within myself, the darkness that I had unleashed by meddling in things that I did not understand. The world around me seemed to dissolve into chaos, the shadows deepening and twisting into grotesque, nightmarish shapes. I was trapped in a living hell, tormented by the music box's dark, malevolent energy. And I knew that I would never escape, that I would be forever trapped in this labyrinth of horrors, haunted by the secrets that I had uncovered. As I was drawn deeper into the heart of the horror, I felt the darkness closing in around me. The air was thick with the stench of decay and corruption, and I could feel the weight of the music box's gaze bearing down on me like a physical force. Madame Alara's eyes seemed to burn with an otherworldly intensity, and I knew that I was staring into the face of pure, unadulterated evil. I tried to scream, but my voice was drowned out by the cacophony of terror that was erupting within my mind. The shadows around me seemed to come alive, twisting and writhing like living serpents. I was trapped in a world of unspeakable horror, where the laws of reality no longer applied. And then, in a flash of insight, I saw the truth. I saw that Madame Alara was not just a simple shopkeeper, but a vessel for some ancient, malevolent force that had been awakened by the music box. I saw that the music box was not just a simple trinket, but a key to unlocking the very fabric of reality. As I gazed into the depths of the music box, I saw a vision of the world as it truly was, a twisted, nightmarish realm of horrors beyond human comprehension. I saw the faces of the damned, their eyes black as coal, their skin twisted and distorted in unspeakable agony. I saw the darkness that lurked within every human heart, waiting to be unleashed. And I knew that I was staring into the face of the abyss, that I was gazing into the very depths of madness itself. The music box seemed to be exerting some kind of influence over me, drawing me deeper into the heart of the horror. I was trapped, caught in a web of secrets and lies that I could not escape. Madame Alara's eyes seemed to flash with a malevolent light, and I felt myself being drawn towards her, towards the music box and its dark secrets. I was powerless to resist, trapped in a nightmare from which I could not awaken. The world around me seemed to dissolve into chaos, the shadows deepening and twisting into grotesque, nightmarish shapes. I was trapped in a living hell, tormented by the music box's dark, malevolent energy. And I knew that I would never escape, that I would be forever trapped in this labyrinth of horrors, haunted by the secrets that I had uncovered. In a desperate bid to break free from the music box's hold, I reached out and grabbed it, feeling its cold, smooth surface beneath my fingers. As I did, I felt a surge of energy course through my body, a jolt of adrenaline that seemed to propel me forward. With a Herculean effort, I flung the music box to the ground, shattering it into 1,000 pieces. The sound of its destruction was like a crack of thunder, shaking the very foundations of the world. As the music box lay shattered on the ground, I felt the darkness begin to recede, the shadows retreating back into the corners of the room. I was left standing, panting and trembling with fear, but alive. I had faced the horror head-on, and I had emerged victorious. But as I looked down at the shattered remains of the music box, I knew that I would never be the same again. I had glimpsed the abyss, and the abyss had glimpsed me. I had seen the face of madness, and I knew that I would never be able to escape its horrors again. As I stood there, the silence that followed the destruction of the music box was oppressive, heavy with the weight of unspoken terrors. I knew that I had to escape, to leave the darkness of Madame Alara's world behind me. But as I turned to flee, I caught a glimpse of myself in a mirror that hung on the wall. My eyes were black as coal, my skin twisted and distorted in a grotesque parody of the damned faces I had seen in my vision. I stumbled backwards, horror-stricken, as I realized that the music box's influence had not been broken, but merely delayed. The darkness had not receded, it had simply retreated, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. And as I gazed into the mirror, I saw the abyss staring back at me, its face twisted into a malevolent grin. I knew then that I was doomed, that I would never be able to escape the horrors that I had unleashed. The music box had unlocked more than just the secrets of reality. It had unlocked the very gates of madness itself. As I stumbled through the streets, desperate to find a way to undo the damage that had been done, I felt the darkness closing in around me once again. The shadows seemed to twist and writhe, like living serpents, and I knew that I was being drawn back into the heart of the horror. I stumbled and fell, my mind shattered by the weight of the abyss's gaze. And as I lay there, I felt the darkness closing in around me, a suffocating shroud that threatened to consume me whole. The last thing I saw was the face of Madame Alara, her eyes burning with an otherworldly intensity as she whispered a single, chilling word in my ear: mine. The darkness closed in, and I was gone, consumed by the very horrors that I had sought to escape. The music box may have been destroyed, but its dark, malevolent energy lived on, waiting to claim its next victim. And I knew that I would never be free from its grasp, that I would be forever trapped in this labyrinth of horrors, haunted by the secrets that I had uncovered. In the end, it was not the music box that had been shattered, but my own sanity. The abyss had gazed into my soul, and I had been forever changed by the horrors that I had seen. I was the music box now, a vessel for the malevolent force that lurked within, a harbinger of darkness and despair. And as the shadows closed in around me, I knew that I would never be the same again. Epilogue: the shadows remain. Years have passed since that fateful night when the music box's dark energy consumed me. The world has moved on, unaware of the horrors that lurk in the shadows. But I remain a vessel for the malevolent force that has taken hold of my soul. I'm trapped in a world of eternal darkness, forever bound to the abyss that gazed into my soul. The music box may be gone, but its dark energy lives on, pulsing through my veins like a cancer. I'm a shadow of my former self, a mere specter of the person I once was. My eyes are still black as coal, my skin twisted and distorted in a grotesque parody of the damned. I'm a harbinger of darkness and despair, a creature driven by the malevolent force that has taken hold of my soul. I wander the streets, a ghostly figure haunting the places I once knew. I'm a reminder of the horrors that lurk in the shadows, a warning to those who dare to tempt the abyss. And yet, despite the darkness that has consumed me, I'm aware of the world around me. I see the people going about their daily lives, oblivious to the horrors that lurk in the shadows. I see the children playing, laughing, and loving, unaware of the darkness that waits for them. But I know the truth. I know that the music box's dark energy is still out there, waiting to claim its next victim. I know that the abyss is always watching, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. And I'm powerless to stop it. I'm a mere puppet, a vessel for the malevolent force that has taken hold of my soul. I'm a reminder that the horrors that we unleash can never truly be contained. The darkness will always remain, waiting to consume us all. And I'm forever trapped in this labyrinth of horrors, a shadow of my former self, haunted by the secrets that I uncovered. In the end, it's not the music box that was shattered, but my own sanity. The abyss has gazed into my soul, and I've been forever changed by the horrors that I've seen. I'm the music box now, a vessel for the malevolent force that lurks within. And as the shadows close in around me, I know that I'll never be free from its grasp. The darkness will always remain, a constant reminder of the horrors that lurk in the shadows, waiting to consume us all. Thank you for joining me on this dark and twisted journey into the heart of the abyss. I appreciate the time you took to immerse yourself in this haunting tale of the music box's dark energy and its devastating consequences. I hope that my story has left a lasting impression on you, and that you will carry the lessons learned with you long after the shadows have faded. As we come to the end of this epilogue, I want to extend my sincerest gratitude to each and every one of you for watching. Your support means the world to me, and I'm humbled by the fact that you've chosen to spend your time with me in this world of shadows. If you've enjoyed this journey into the heart of darkness, I invite you to join me on many more adventures to come. Subscribe to my channel to stay up to date on all my latest videos, and get ready to embark on thrilling journeys that will leave you on the edge of your seat. By subscribing, you'll not only be supporting my content creation, but you'll also be joining a community of like-minded individuals who share a passion for the darker side of life. Together, we can explore the unknown and uncover the secrets that lie within the shadows. So don't wait any longer. Hit that subscribe button now, and let's dive into the abyss together. And if you want to take your support to the next level, be sure to hit the notification bell as well, so you can stay informed about all my latest uploads. Thank you again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Until then, stay safe, and beware of the shadows that lurk within